Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is Alex's first moderation for Ultimate Werewolf. His game is titled Let the Bodies Hit the Floor, after the popular song by Drowning Pool. Turned out to be a pretty good game for his first moderation, so just let everybody know. If you would like to join our Facebook group, it's linked down in the description. So is our Discord link. We always all time looking for new players. Games are always relatively going on and always looking for players. For instance, my Valentine's Day game is on February 14th. Got something special planned if y'all want to join it. Make sure you link up and join the game. So until next time, peace.
We're going to have an unknown number of villagers, an unknown number of werewolves, as per usual, and then we're going to have some unique roles. So we're going to have a seer in this village, but I'm no friend of the seer, so we're going to have an imperiled seer. The way that the imperiled seer is going to work is they're going to wake up each night and they can ask me if they want to check somebody. They'll give me a name and I'll tell them whether, yes, that person is a werewolf, or no, that person is not a werewolf. It's pretty normal. However, the contraption that this seer is using to gain this macabre wisdom is, it's a little bit shady. It's a little sus. It kind of shakes, it rattles, it smokes. So I don't know if I would trust it. So every time that you ask me for information as the seer, I'm going to roll a die. And on a 1 or a 2, the seer is going to die in a hilarious fireball. Now, the die that I use is going to be directly correspondent to the number of times consecutively that you've asked for that information. So if this is 1 time consecutively, I'm rolling a d20. If this is 2 times consecutively, I'm rolling a d10. If this is 3 times consecutively, I'm rolling a d6. And if this is 4 or more times, I'm rolling a d4. So you can tell that the likelihood of dying gradually increases. Now, you can always reset this by simply choosing not to give me a name at night. You'll just, put your head back down. That's fine. And then you'll go back to the D20. But I'll let the seer make...
The seer? Why is it?
It's the imperiled seer.
Should be like the gambler.
Well, they're in a perilous situation.
Okay.
We're going to have a bodyguard, standard bodyguard, wake up each night and give me a name. That person will be protected from the werewolves at night. We're going to have a role that I call the paranoid. Now, the paranoid, they can't help themselves. They have to get in other people's business. So you're going to wake up each night. You're going to give me a name of anybody else in the village, not yourself. And you're going to go check up on that person at night. And if that person were to die during the night, well, you're also there. So you're also going to be caught up in whatever killed them, and you'll die too. Now, this may seem like a really terrible role, and it is. But if you can survive 3 nights, so night 1, night 2, night 3, without dying, after that, you're going to be so antsy that you're just going to find a gun. And at that point, you become a hunter. So you're not going to wake up anymore. You're not going to... You're not going to be called. You're not going to have to give me a name. But if at any point after that you were to die, you would get to take somebody else with you.
Say that again. I think I missed something.
Yeah, so that's the paranoid. They're going to wake up each night, night 1, night 2, night 3, and they're going to give me a name of somebody that they want to check up on. And if that person dies during the night, they're also going to die. And then if they survive that 3rd night, they're going to become a hunter. So at that point, you just know, I'm still alive. I'm now a hunter. I have a gun. Maybe I'll message that person just to remind them, but that's how the role works.
You have to choose 3 different people each time you do that? Or
you can choose the same person each time. I don't care. That's up to you.
And it only counts if the person dies in the night, right? Not during the day.
Correct. Yeah, so if like a hunter kills them or something else kills them, then that's fine during the day. It's just if they die during the night, then you're also going to die. We're going to have a role called the shinobi, which sounds a lot cooler than it actually is. What the shinobi is they have a once per game ability. I'm going to wake them each night and ask them if they want to use that ability. And what that ability is you will become invulnerable from dying during that night and the following day. So if, you're attacked during the night, you're going to see it coming and you're fine. If the village tries to lynch you that next day, you're going to dip, duck, dodge, and dive and Naruto run your way to safety. And so once again, this is a once per game ability. So use it wisely. If you get killed before you use it, that's tough. If you use it and nothing happens, that's tough. It's up to you to figure out how to use that best.
So it doesn't trigger when you get targeted. You have to choose when you want to use it.
Yeah, so the shinobi is going to be the second role I wake up each night, and they just have to indicate, yes, I want to use it, or, no.
Oh, have you seen the background, guys? Alex's background? Have you noticed it? It's great as well. It's not only Alex, it's everything. Okay.
We're going to have a role that I affectionately call the Hunter's Grim. This is going to be 2 villagers. They're going to be the Hunter's Grim. They will wake up each night, so they'll know each other. And I'm going to ask them to write down a name, and I'm going to count them down. They'll reveal that name simultaneously. Somebody else alive in the village. And then if both of their names that they give me match, that person's going to die at night. Now, there's going to be a few caveats that I'm going to throw into this role to keep it, working in the spirit of the role. And I should mention that the bodyguard will prevent this if they happen to protect that person. But the asterisks here are you cannot write down your own name. You cannot write down your partner's name. You have to pick someone else in the village. And then there will be absolutely no discussion from the village as to who the Hunter's Grim should pick. I don't want to hear I think the Hunter's Grim should both pick this person, so we can kill them, If you want to talk about who you think is suspicious, that's perfectly fine. That's Werewolf. But I just don't want to hear any coordination, any, subtle hints of, Hunter's Grim, pick this person. And I'm going to be pretty strict on this. So, I might just start killing people if I hear that kind of stuff.
Oh, and you love that.
Let's see here. We're going to have...
Sorry, when one dies, the other one's just useless?
Correct. Yeah, I had planned to possibly, if we got a few more people, add in a role that would kind of be a backup, but we don't quite have enough people for that. So,
Will one of them die be able to be a hunter?
Nope. If your partner dies, then you're just a boring villager. You can wake up and greet me, but you're not going to be able to do anything. We're going to have a lichen. That will just be a plain villager. You won't know that you're a lichen, but if the seer checks you, you're going to show up as a werewolf. We're going to have a dream wolf. Dream wolf is going to be a villager. You won't know that you're the dream wolf. This is unknown to you, but if you're still alive when the first werewolf has died for any reason, I'm going to message you and you will become a werewolf at that point. So you're going to wake up with the werewolves. So keep an eye on your chat, everybody, but that's the dream wolf.
So
And
the
are they
dream
mean?
are they a wolf from the get-go?
They are a villager. So if they die before the first wolf dies, they are on the village team. They want the village team to win.
And if they get checked by the seer, they are a villager, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Unless they've turned, then
I
they're
like that way better.
So we're going to have a few roles on the werewolf team. We're going to have a starving wolf. So the way that the starving wolf works is you're a regular wolf, but you've got this passive ability that if the village does not vote to kill someone during the day and you're still alive, the wolves are going to get 2 kills at night. Pretty straightforward.
What is that again?
The starving wolf.
Yeah.
So if the village does not vote to kill someone during the day, then you're going to get 2 kills at night as the werewolves. And we're playing with the village that gets 3 nominations during the day. And then you'll sleep after the 3rd nomination. Any questions so far? Okay, we're going to have a wolf cub. Wolf cub, if the wolf cub is lynched by the village during the day, the werewolves will get 2 kills the following night. This does not count if the hunter's grim kills them, or they die for some other reason. That's fine. They don't get the 2 kills. But if they're lynched by the village, the werewolves get 2 kills.
Okay.
And that's the roles for the werewolf team. We're also going to have an indeterminate number of quirks. This is an attribute this is not part of your role, but I will message you with what your quirk is. And this is just going to be something that could go to any player on any team. It'll be something that you have to perform. It could be something every day. It could be something when, a trigger happens, you'll do it. And you can't say that you have a quirk.
I'm super scared of Daily's quirks.
I'm not. I just can't wait. I just can't wait.
All right. Any questions? That's all the rolls.
I have a theory. I think my theory is that you're going to give absolutely everyone a quirk.
I was thinking the same thing.
If you forget
Will you at least have somebody to help us get rid of these quirks? Like the decoder or something?
No.
Nah,
Oh my god.
we're just weird like that.
You're just stuck with it.
If you forget to do your quirk, will you die?
Yeah.
Make it a die roll.
Yeah, please. It's 1 a.m.
All right. I'll roll a die if you forgot to do your quirk, and then that person will die during the night as well. I'll say that.
What do you mean?
It's not going to be something.
He'll roll the die. Like on a 1 through 20, you're dead. It doesn't matter. He'll roll for you.
What do you mean by quirks?
So I'm going to message you your role, and if you have a quirk, I'm going to message you the quirk, and it'll just say, we've had quirks in the past where someone had to say, Happy New Year every day. There's been quirks where people have to vote certain ways. So it could really be anything. It's up to my discretion.
You can't talk about them, and you can't tell people that you have a quirk.
Right. Exactly. So don't say, oh, that's my quirk. Just try to roll with it.
I'm the Time Lord.
I feel bad for whoever he makes have to rhyme everything and rap.
I'm not going to do that. That will not be one of the quirks.
No, everyone will have a quirk. It will be the same quirk. The quirk will be to say Alex Daly is the best moderator ever. That's my assumption of what's going to happen.
Nah.
Graham is going to join us any minute now.
If you want to fake that quirk, I would appreciate it. But all right, well, I will start sending out rolls. So and if you have any questions, just ask as they come up. All right. Well, with that, we'll get things started. So if I could have everybody go to sleep.
Don't forget to mute us.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait.
All right. Perfect. Welcome to the unseen village. The moonlight glints off broken window panes and catches swarms of bats as they chirp and chitter. The night brims with danger. You stumble upon my torn and mangled body, slashed until unrecognizable and draining into a gutter that has scabbed over. Abandoned to a town of death, your compatriots transformed into hungry, mocking visages of evil. Sadistic werewolves hunting you down with intent to whet their fangs in your neck. It's as close to heck as any mortal could imagine. But, my villagers, what fate will you choose? Giving up is what kills people. Those who refuse to give up are entitled their time to trample upon the weak. Can I get my bodyguard to wake up? Perfect. You know who you are. You have not disappointed. You may go back to sleep. Can I get my shinobi to check in? Wonderful. You may sleep. Can I get my paranoid? My paranoid. Perfect. You can go back to sleep as well. We'll do a check-in for the werewolves. Can I get my werewolves to wake up? Wonderful. You can go back to sleep. Can I get my hunter's grim to wake up? Wonderful. And because your moderator is a devilish and mischievous one, you have to act right now. So if you'll both write down a name, anyone in the village other than yourselves, and prepare to reveal that name. If you reveal the same name, that person will die. That may seem unfair, but life is unfair. And this is much more entertaining. You ready? 3, 2, 1, reveal. All right, thank you. You can go back to sleep. Can I get my imperiled seer to wake up? Would you like to learn of someone tonight? Can give me a name if you would like to. Perfect. And with that, everyone can wake up. Who killed me, village? Figure out the mystery.
Alex, you need to do like voiceovers for Mansions of Madness. Like,
I know that was great.
Thanks.
Oh, okay.
Well done.
Yeah, loved it.
So we don't have a dead seer. That's good.
That
They
would
should
be
have
so
hired
sad.
him for one of the pirate voices story on the.
Mm-hmm.
And our brothers aren't quite in sync yet, I guess, which probably is good at this point.
You just made me spend money, Connor.
What did I do?
Thank God.
Pre-order Sleeping Gods.
That's 2 games now. I'm responsible for you buying.
You
them.
are. No, that's 3.
What's the other one?
Because I think isn't that the Rose Wars because you talked about it?
Oh, maybe you're right. Yeah. All right.
Yet we're playing a different game right now. So
All right.
I nominate Jesse.
Wow.
Who
Wow.
is surprised? I'm not.
Is there a second for that nomination?
Adam.
Like Adam.
Looks like Adam seconding Jesse. All right.
I'm trying to figure out. Oh, Jess is down there.
Jesse, if you would like to defend yourself.
Is there anything reflective near Jesse that somebody saw?
Did you swallow, Jesse?
Yeah.
I'm
Hold on, I want to hear
I'm
the
a regular
reasoning.
villager.
Hold on, I want to hear the reasoning for nomination first.
Bloody village. You gotta kill eventually.
I am just a regular villager, and I don't know if that could mean that I'm like the Dream Wolf. So you could be killing me and turning. No, wait, that would that would be good then to kill me. Well, I'm just a regular villager. I don't have any defense other than that. I'm kind of disappointed. I wanted a cool role.
Josh is trying to exterminate you right away.
I mean, I was a wolf last game, so maybe that has something to do with it.
All right. Well, if that's your defense, we'll go to the voting. So you can either vote up to save Jesse or down to kill Jesse. Voting in
Wait.
3, 2, 1, vote. I see 1 to kill. Jesse, you're still alive.
Yeah.
Continue.
Who is the one to kill? I missed that.
Doug.
Doug.
Oh,
Doug.
Doug. Okay.
You want to elaborate on that, Doug?
Just didn't really like the defense of, oh, if I'm the Dream Wolf, then that's bad for me to die. Oh wait, no, that's good. Just a little weird. Could be other stuff, but
I won't disagree. I didn't like the defense at all, but
Sorry, I'm kind of new still.
and that's why I nominated you 30 seconds in.
No, it's fair.
Yeah, I want to give new players a chance to live that defense.
been a long time too since I've got to vote. So why not your first vote back be down?
I wanted to say something, but I told everybody that I'm gonna be.
Just talk.
Daniel, what do you want to say?
You
But why
still
say
did,
it?
You just didn't actually get your point across.
All right.
Daniel, you said you would
It's hard!
respond. You said you would respond if,
I just want to be
someone
clear.
asked you.
I'm going to be quiet. I'm letting everybody know I'm going to be quiet. You're not going to hear from me. I'm not going to talk a lot. I'm just going to be quiet.
Like Jason just saying, guys, I'm being quiet this game. Let me just explain to you for the next 5 minutes how much more
I'm
quiet.
not going to talk about the Sasquatch, I promise.
Yeah.
Mm.
I like the nomination. I'm going to say that.
So Daniel, you don't want to say what you wanted to say?
Might as well just come out with it at this point.
I
Yeah,
want to hear it.
we are asking you.
I refuse to continue this day until we hear what Daniel has to say.
Are you for real for that? It's gonna be like 5 minutes. No, I'm joking about that. But putting pressure on someone who's new, Josh, really? Why?
Josh wants to
Just
prepare
nominating
them
for the sake of nominating someone. It's just why? I don't understand that.
That was a quick second by Adam too. I was like, does somebody know something after 30 seconds that we don't know?
So
what's going on?
Don't necessarily think that Jesse's defense was perfect, but still. But never mind. Josh sees the game as he sees it. So let's go. Let's move on.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised about the second. I know why Josh does it.
Can he hear
but-
you? Can you hear us? Oh.
Josh does that all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm not going to respond to what Daniel said. Like that is.
Yeah, that has been Josh's new thing lately. So.
But again, he has done that often when he was a werewolf, so I can't rule him out.
Yeah, I remember a game when, So.
Also, really quick, one thing that I didn't mention during the rules discussion is the bodyguard has to choose somebody different each night. That's just a standard thing that we play with, but wanted to clarify that.
Oh, so it's not like swinging back and forth. It has to be a different person.
No. You can go back to the same person. It's just I just don't want you to pick the same person every single night, and you can protect yourself.
Does anybody want to ask Adam S. why he felt so confident to second that?
Then it just got...
Yeah.
Sure, why don't you ask him, Adam, why did you second that?
Because I knew what Josh was doing and helps move the day along, because most of us always say day one we don't get a lot of information from the first vote. So gave Jesse, he's a newer player. If he slipped, we would have found a werewolf, but if he didn't, then he's good.
I'm not a fan of that.
Response, did you feel he slipped or not?
What's that?
Did you feel that he slipped in his defense or not?
I didn't vote to kill him, so nope.
I just feel like, he could be a werewolf, but as a quieter player, Adam S., I feel like nominating someone to talk when you tend to hold off just feels odd to me.
He didn't nominate him to talk. He nominated him for him to feel the pressure of being nominated. A lot of new players, when they get their first nomination, stumble over their words and stuff. So Josh likes to give them a chance to practice in a less strenuous circumstance.
I didn't get that read on him either way. He still can be a werewolf, but I just didn't think he was the reason for being a werewolf. I'm not ruling him out, but at the same time, didn't think it was, And you know my theory, one of the quiet people are always a werewolf, so.
Based on that, what do you think, Victoria?
I have no idea. I don't feel like we have that much information at this time, first day.
Well, if we don't have much information, are people in favor of just going on to sleep?
Not with the start.
we can't do that.
No, because
I'm gonna nominate Josh.
No, I don't think he's trying to say we should.
I heard a nomination for Josh. Is there a second on that?
I'll second it.
Okay, Jesse is seconded.
That's
I mean,
the revenge second.
There's something happening over
Fair is fair.
All right.
Okay.
I'll mute everybody.
That was not an actual suggestion that we go to sleep. I don't like we just don't have any information that Victoria said without actually offering up any other thoughts. So I was maybe seeing if anyone would not have good logic and agree to it. But no, we should not go to sleep. We should definitely kill someone today. Because the Starving Wolf isn't playing, we have to kill someone and at least take that chance, even if we don't have strong suspicions. So I am just a villager. and I am just trying to get reads on people. So please don't kill me.
All right, perfect. We'll go to
I
the
have a
vote.
question.
Hey, Josh, you
Yeah,
can't
sure.
tell, but Lucas has his hand up.
Yeah.
Lucas?
Are you hiding your tells?
I guess I'm not feeling great today, so.
So.
All right, we'll go to the vote.
What is it for what and what for what?
So up if you want to save Josh, down if you want to kill Josh. Vote in 3, 2, 1, go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is not enough, Josh. You're still alive.
There were 6 people who voted to kill me?
Yep.
Does anyone want to tell me who those 6 people were?
Yeah, there was Daniel, Paul.
No,
Adam.
don't tell him. He wants to close his eye.
No. I think it's important, actually. Daniel, Paul, Adam, I believe, Grow, and Doug. And was that 5?
I did as well.
Sasha.
Sorry, who was the I did?
Sasha.
I also did.
Okay.
The only reason that I did was because I know we're gonna have to kill somebody, and I don't have any suspicions on anyone else, and I don't think that was very suspicious saying that, but that was the most suspicious thing that's happened. And so we're gonna have to kill somebody, so it seemed like it would be better to kill somebody that was even just slightly suspicious over someone that was zero suspicious. That's why.
Who nominated Josh again?
Who nominated and seconded? Yeah, that was my question as well.
Jesse and Doug.
Okay.
Grow, why did you want Josh dead?
You're muted.
Because he was just a villager, and we're going to have to kill on the 3rd nomination. And if we perchance gets a seer or someone who's important on the 3rd one, that would be worse than just killing Josh.
I want to actually bring that up. I don't think, because I've seen it happen before, if the bodyguard is up for the 3rd nomination of the seer, I don't think it's worth killing them. I'd rather the werewolves get 2 kills than to lose one of those really important roles. That's just what I think. That could be wrong, but I think they're more valuable than losing 2 people.
How do you know he's not important, though?
I'm saying the seer and the bodyguard. Like if I was the 3rd nomination and I said I'm the bodyguard,
No, I mean
it's worth.
Because she said we should just kill him because he's just a villager. But how do you know that?
Because he said so. So I was hoping that was the case.
If I were to throw, go ahead, Connor.
No, you Blake.
Well, if I was going to throw out a theory before anyone nominates for the 3rd one, for me it would be one of the 4 people who nominated or seconded those first 2. I forgot there was a starving wolf that's basically forcing us to kill each day, and so to me, I'm new to this. Let's nominate in the first 10 seconds and whatever, and burn a nomination like that. So I'm not saying it's Josh or Adam, but for me, those are the 4 people that I would be thinking about.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that.
Not to defend Josh. I mean, he has been doing that consistently, but I would agree that it's not necessarily the best move when we need to use our nominations wisely.
And that's why I nominated was the early one, and then just the sort of, even if he's just trying to maybe catch people, it just seems suspicious to me to ask about going to sleep when we have a starving wolf.
The problem at this point, even if we don't kill Josh today, we're gonna have to kill him at some point now, unless we get proof otherwise.
I took it as a rhetorical question. I thought it was like would you guys rather it be the starving wolf and let them have 2 kills rather than us kill 1 and they kill 1? I don't think he actually was suggesting it as like should we let the Sasquatch turn to get better info for the seer? It wasn't that kind of question.
So if we oh, go ahead.
No, you please.
I was just gonna say, like, I feel like at this point it probably is better to kill on the first night than let the starving wolf kill 2 people, because they're for sure gonna kill 2 villagers, so at least we have a chance. And so I'm afraid if we do nominate a 3rd person that we haven't already nominated, they might have a role, and it might be the seer or something. Then they might say, well, I'm the seer or the bodyguard, and then we're going to have to skip them. Whereas Josh and Jesse have already at least claimed to be villager. So maybe nominating one of those two again makes sense in that sense.
I agree with that. One thing I like bringing up on the first day, especially when you play with new roles, never played with Imperial Seer, Paranoid, Shinobi, the Hunter's Grim. I like to kind of brainstorm the best way to maximize those roles. Imperial Seer, I don't know how risky you want to get. I think when you get down to the D6, probably restart. I don't think you should ever go down to the D4 unless we're in a point of the game where, like, we just need one more wolf. The Paranoid, what I was thinking about with that one, if we can leave a known wolf alive in the first 3 nights, that's a really good thing, because then the Paranoid can pick them and they'll become the hunter. And they don't have to worry about picking a villager that gets killed and then we lose 2 villagers.
Unless it's you, right? We don't want to keep you alive if you're.
So I guess that's a good point.
It will take 3 nights before the Paranoid.
3 nights. So if we can find a wolf, it might be in our best interest to leave that wolf alone for those 3 nights. After that, who cares? The Shinobi, unless you are feeling some major heat from the wolves, you probably shouldn't use your power. I mean, that probably should go without being said, but that's when you want to use it. When you feel like the village trusts you, that's when the wolves usually want to kill those people. So I was thinking those 3. The Hunter's Grim, there's not a whole lot I can say because obviously we can't talk about them too much, but those are my thoughts on those 3.
I'm still stuck on your logic of, like, even if we find a wolf, just let them be so a hunter can take care of them later. Like,
the Paranoid. So the Paranoid has to pick somebody every night. So if they pick a wolf every night, the wolves can't kill that person. So they'll eventually become the hunter.
They could be killed by the Hunter's Grim, though.
Or they could just get killed
100%
some other way anyway.
I would assume nobody goes after that wolf. The Paranoid can become the hunter then we can kill that wolf. But the risk that we're playing is if the Paranoid has to keep picking somebody every night, we could potentially lose 2 villagers if the Paranoid picks the wrong person.
Yeah, but it's still just a tricky game. Because you'd have to get, like...
If they pick a wolf, we don't ever have to worry about losing the Paranoid.
Right, but we have to be told by the seer that they are for sure a wolf. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So.
And I'm never opposed to that, honestly. I think if the seer finds a wolf, I'm always happy with that.
The only potential flaw is if the seer sees a lichen. That's the only potential flaw.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Luciana, were you going to say something?
No.
Oh, okay.
Why? No.
I thought you saw your screen lit up at one point.
Oh, no.
I also
again, those were just thoughts that I was thinking about. I could be completely wrong.
Yeah, I'm always hesitant to agree with Connor, but I think if not even necessarily for the Paranoid, but at least like if today we had somebody and, like, as a group we decide, yeah, that person's definitely a werewolf, maybe we leave that as a Hunter's Grim target and we go after our second suspicion. Just like, as far as I know, werewolves don't have a way of protecting themselves at night.
Yeah.
And if the brothers have some help,
the problem with all that is we shouldn't talk about the targets. We shouldn't talk about the targets.
Gets dangerous for us to leave wolves alone too and just start killing villagers left and right.
I see the problem with it, but I'm thinking we risk losing 2 villagers if the Paranoid picks the wrong person. That's the risk we
because I have a feeling, this being Alex, I have a feeling this is a heavy werewolf lean game. So that's the only thing.
Well, they already have 3 powerful roles: the Dream Wolf, Starving Wolf, and Wolf Cub.
But I want to go back to what Sasha said.
I agree. Let the bodies hit the floor. So
I agree with what Sasha said. I think we should stick with Josh or Jesse.
Can the Paranoid pick the same person all 3 nights?
Yes, he can if he wants to.
No one is on the Adam S train but me.
No, I hear you. I called out that he seconded really
I'm with you, Blake.
I just feel like that was just such an aggressive move.
I'm not against that, Blake, but I agree with what Sasha said. Like, there's
Blake,
a chance Adam has a role, and Josh and Jesse have already said they're villagers. So
I would like to say that Adam would not make that mistake, Blake. That's why I don't think Adam is a werewolf. If he's a werewolf, he would not make that mistake because he knows that I will catch that.
I don't trust Adam. Doesn't matter what you guys say.
Adam
Twice
said
now he fooled me.
But Adam anyway, said out loud multiple times that he's a horrible wolf. So the idea that he wouldn't make mistakes, I don't.
No, that's a lie.
Yeah, he would.
That's a
You're
lie.
going to need another nomination.
That's a lie.
He also admits to being a wolf when he's not a wolf. So
He's one of the best wolves that I know in the game.
I mean, if you
point,
want Adam to respond to something, ask him.
He can jump in at any time.
Yeah, he just doesn't want to.
Anyway,
I wanted to go back to the.
If nobody has a concise suspicion that want to come out, we're gonna have to kill one of the usual suspects, right? One of the people that were mentioned already, unless somebody wants to bring something that didn't come up yet.
Well, one thing before we do that, I do want to thoughts on Imperial Seer. Do we think like D6 probably restart again? Don't risk.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about, because you know that D10 is already a 20% chance that you're going to die.
Yeah.
I'm asking.
Yeah, but
should
you
he even take that chance? I'm not sure.
It's better to risk early though.
Connor.
Who'd we just lose?
What?
Luciana, she will come back.
Okay.
I don't want to suspect you, but I mean, how many times are you going to divert away from talking about werewolves to talking about other things in the game?
I've already claimed that I think Josh and Jesse are the best options. I put that out there right when Sasha.
I don't know about Jesse, but I'm just a normal villager, so I don't think I should be nominated. I agree with Blake. Connor is much more suspicious about like trying to talk about everything,
guys.
but no, you're fine, annoying. Luciana. He's trying to talk about everything except for who is a werewolf.
Nope. I'm doing it because it's day one, and I think we should all be on the same page.
And even if Connor's a werewolf, I don't want to kill Connor.
Connor's saying that you were going to stay quiet today, like Connor, like.
Yeah, but when I had something important to say, and I think what I had said is important for those players that are those roles, you should be thinking about the things that I said.
Well, don't you think they are? I mean, they don't need you to tell them.
Not necessarily. I don't know.
Still need a nomination.
The last game that you tried to you said you were going to stay quiet, and then you talked all the game was the game that you turned out to be a werewolf, and you lied, and that's what started the entire no one believes Josh, because Josh, because Connor's claiming stuff. I don't like
What's up, Bram?
Just curious, like Jesse and Josh, it seems from the discussion in the village that it's going to be one of the two of you.
Yeah.
Neither one of you wants to nominate the other or yourself?
I mean, I second on Josh, but
I mean, I didn't like Jesse's thing.
I didn't.
But I mean, at the same time, I don't see a good reason to kill him, and I'm just a villager, so I don't want to die either.
That is a weird thing to say, though.
Yeah.
Like, you just nominated him, you made this whole case, and now you think he's a good villager?
I just nominated him because he's a newer player. I want to put new players up on the chopping block on the first vote of the entire game.
So I nominate Josh.
Okay, I'm gonna. I second it.
He has done that though.
Okay, Jugan nominated, and who seconded?
Sasha.
All right, Sasha seconded. So I'm going to mute everybody, and then Josh, you can unmute and give your defense.
So no, again, I just nominated Jesse just because he's a newer player. I want to give newer players the chance to get used to defending themselves. And that's the only reason why. I didn't love his defense, but I didn't think he said anything necessarily wrong. And so I'm willing to give him the benefit of that for now. I think Connor's been much more suspicious about, like, I understand he's trying to help the village, but he said he wasn't going to talk, and now he's leading the conversation every which way in that. And the last time he did that, he turned out to be a werewolf, and he completely threw me under the bus the entire game. And I didn't like it then. I don't like it now. Perhaps that's meta. Don't know. I am just a villager who's not feeling great today. That's why I'm not looking at the camera. My eyes are hurting. And so I mean, I understand. I'm a villager. I'm able to be put up on the chopping block and killed, so that way the starving wolf does not kick in. When I mentioned going to sleep earlier, I was not serious. I was just trying to see if someone else had perhaps forgotten about that possibility, and see where the conversation with it, because I didn't like what Victoria ended up not saying. I agree that perhaps we have werewolves as part of the quiet people, and Victoria just kind of slid her way out of actually answering or the Graham's question and didn't really give any information to the village. I'm just a villager. I wish I had a role, but I don't. So I'm going to ask you not to kill me, but I understand.
I have a question.
Yes.
So being a villager, don't you think we need to kill you now for the benefit of the villagers instead of losing 2 people tonight?
No, I completely understand why you would. I mean, I don't want to die this early in the game because I'm really good at getting tells. My only suspicion right now is Connor for what I laid out above, but I feel like I can contribute to the village. But no, I understand.
I got a question for you, Josh. You said in a previous game I did the same thing and threw you under the bus. If I threw you under the bus, that would mean we're on the same team. So, are you saying
sorry, not threw me under the bus, but I ended up not being believed as a villager, and ended up being killed by the village, based upon how you railroaded everyone into believing that I was something that I was not, a werewolf.
Okay.
Now, it just seems like the same thing has happened here. So I'm going to die because you've railroaded a conversation.
I have one last question.
Yeah, Lucas?
What do you think about Jugan and Sasha nominating seconding you?
I mean, I didn't like how Jugan was quiet most of the day. I mean, I can't get great reads on Sasha yet because I think she gives off her reads when she's being called out and no one's called her out yet. So, I mean, so I don't know.
All right. Well, with that, we'll have a vote. So, and again, this is the 3rd vote of the day. So if you do not kill, you'll go to sleep. Everybody ready to vote in 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 down. That is enough. Josh, you are dead. And Josh was a werewolf. All right, everybody can go to sleep. Oh, actually, everybody wake up. I'm going to message the Dream Wolf and let them know. So check your chat. If you're the Dream Wolf, you've just gotten a message. And you will wake up with the werewolves. All right, everybody can go back to sleep. Once again, the unseen village succumbs to the stillness of the night. Can I get my bodyguard to wake up? Who would you like to protect? Thank you, bodyguard. You can go to sleep. Can I get my shinobi to wake up? Would you like to use your ability? Okay, shinobi, you can go back to sleep. Can I get my paranoid to wake up and indicate who you want to check on tonight? Okay, thank you, Paranoid. Can I get my werewolves to wake up? All right, werewolves, tell me who you want to attack tonight. Okay, thank you, werewolves. Can I get my hunter's grim to wake up? You will both indicate someone. Just let me know when you're ready. Three, two, one, reveal. Thank you. You can go back to sleep. Finally, if I can get my imperiled seer to wake up. Would you like to give me a name of someone to check on? If so, whom? All right, thank you. The morning sun has vanquished the horrible night, and we have some happenings tonight. First off, Sasha, you are dead, and you were a villager. Colton, you are also dead, and you were a villager. You may begin.
So that could have been Wolf Cub, that could have been Village Hunters, or it could have been Paranoid.
Yeah.
Right?
Or the Seer.
Or the Seer.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say probably Wolf Cub because Colton and Sasha didn't seem like two people that the Hunter's Grim would write their name down.
Yeah.
They didn't really do anything.
There's several reasons.
So I'm thinking, I hope it's not Seer, but I'm thinking, yeah, it was either a bad roll for the Seer or Wolf Cub, probably.
Or Paranoid.
It's a 20%
Josh was acting like really weird.
I'm thinking.
So there's Paranoid, right?
Sorry, I voted up because I honestly thought that I kind of believed him. So if anybody's going to ask me about it, I voted up because I kind of believed him. But for a second, I forgot that we have a starving wolf. So it was just a very stupid mistake, right?
I actually think his defense was terrible, which is I called him out on the thing he stumbled on.
That's why, I don't know, that would make sense if he was Wolf Cub then, because he was acting kind of weird all around. So maybe he
it was. I'm not used to that kind of Josh.
You weren't the only person who voted up either, though.
Yeah, Adam, why did you vote up?
That is even more suspicious.
I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back.
Sorry.
I just wanted to say, because Lucas brought it up, I've seen it before where we get on this thing about talking about something and we won't stop talking about it till we get rid of it. So the talk was either Jesse or Josh, and we just kept tiptoeing around it, and I knew our day was running out. And plus, just like Connor said, I didn't believe him for a second, and he's done that when he's a wolf. So I was just like, just nominate, get rid of him, just end the conversation right there. That's the reason why I quickly nominated, just end it.
Is there any chance, sorry for what I'm about to say, Jesse, but is there any chance that Josh nominated Jesse as another wolf, and the reason that the two of them weren't picking up on each other of like the nomination at the end because they were hoping that we'd pick up someone else because they didn't want a werewolf to die guaranteed?
I agree with you, Doug. I was about to comment to the same thing. Like, why were they reluctant to
choose one another?
Nominate each other. Yeah.
That right there is called pulling a Daniel. Throwing one werewolf under the bus for the thing.
Guys.
No. I think we have to differentiate between two things.
I don't have to speak this game.
So one thing, Josh really does this nowadays. He always nominates new people. So that's regardless of what role he is. But him not saying Jesse at the end is very suspicious. Yes.
Right.
And like trying to bring Jesse up to clear him on the beginning. It is something Josh would do. Doesn't mean Jesse is a werewolf. I'm just saying it is a possibility.
Yeah. And I hate to say it that he was also trying to make someone else get their hands dirty on killing Connor. I hate to say it, but it makes me feel better about Connor as well.
No.
I didn't love Connor's reaction.
No, never.
I mean, it does nothing for Connor.
Actually, what Connor said in the first day, I think everything was okay. It doesn't clear him.
Everything except for clarification on Josh's defense.
I would really like to know why Adam voted up for Josh.
Because I knew he was going to die, and I felt bad for seconding his early nomination, and that was the reason that he was most suspicious. So
you didn't want to exterminate Josh.
What's that?
You didn't want to exterminate Josh.
He was going to die no matter how I voted, so... But I did feel bad that because I seconded, that put a lot of... Well, obviously it was good blame on him, but there was a lot of suspicion on him, so I just wanted to throw him a bone, I guess.
I want to answer Graham's question. Graham, what'd you say?
Basically, I was thinking you were fine until you made sure to clarify that the distinction of throwing someone under the bus, being on the same team as them or not. Because
I think the point of that was to get him to fix his mistake, and he realized he made a mistake when he said that, and he did change.
It was a mistake because you were both on the same team.
No, because he was saying in the last game.
Good point, Blake.
No, he was saying in the last game we were both on the same team, and based on this, I didn't think he was on my team.
I mean, you can throw someone under a bus that you're not both on together, but.
I know. In my eyes, I felt like he meant we were on the same team.
Yeah, I think that's the impression I was getting as well. And I
to tell you the
understand
truth,
why you
I only vote down because we had to kill somebody, and he was the only suspicious. I voted down with a little doubt on my mind, but leaning more like it. The whole interaction between Jesse and Josh was weird to me. That's the problem.
Guess what? A regular villager doesn't have a 30-minute defense.
If you want to play in Tom's game on Sunday, it's up. Just check Facebook.
I just want to say the same thing. It's very late, unfortunately, on Sunday.
I want to hear some thoughts from Lucas. You've been very quiet. I know it's late where you're at, but Lucas.
Well, I agreed with Doug, and I was going to say the same thing. And another thing I was wondering is why Adam had this pity upvote. I mean, it's probably really just because he felt bad for killing Josh with the second, but I'm not so sure. It's a bit suspicious for me. But anyway, yeah, I would like Jesse to answer what he thinks about Josh and him not nominating each other on the third nomination. I mean, you were very reluctant, and usually, if you know it's either you or someone else, I would always choose someone else.
The reason I didn't quickly renominate him is because I didn't think you could renominate people. I was unsure about that. And then I did believe what he said about letting new people talk. And he said in the last game I played too that he always nominates new people. So I thought it was just kind of like a welcome to the group kind of thing. So I didn't want to get too like angry or pissed off about that. So I just quickly was like, okay, what he says makes sense. But then when I knew that there was a starving wolf and we had to kill somebody, I was like, well, I'm going to kill him. I'd rather him die than me. So, but I know it sounds stupid, but I would have felt bad quickly nominating him, even though he quickly nominated me, just because I felt kind of like a welcoming thing, the way he put it. I don't know.
Now, why did we clear Adam after this whole thing?
I didn't.
I don't think we cleared him.
Nobody's
No, Connor decided to talk about something that Graham was asking.
Yeah, I just answered Graham's question. I didn't clear it.
I mean, this is the second time Connor keeps
I'm
shifting
not
from Adam away.
You want to kill Adam? Let's kill Adam. I don't care. I'm not against.
No. I mean, it really could be a coincidence.
No.
I just
Here's
noticed.
why I did it. Here's why I did it. I knew Graham was asking me a question. I feel like I would be suspicious to Graham if I just ignored it and pretended like I didn't hear it. So I wanted to make sure I answered it. That's the only reason.
Fair, but you're always suspicious to me. So
no, that's fine. I'm okay with that.
Who else voted up to save Josh? It wasn't just me and.
No, it was only you two and Josh.
And Adam, yeah.
Just you two.
Oh, okay.
So Luciana, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What's your feel on Grow?
Oh, I never know. I usually, in general, I just never know. I'm so bad at reading people.
Because you kind of laughed the first round at something she was giving.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't remember why, but I put her on my watch list though. So I have a little mark next to her name. but I can't really remember. I can't really say why. I cannot pin it though. So
why did you guys choose Colton last night?
are you
Bill,
talking
nobody's
to
falling
me?
for that. Come on.
Yes.
Sorry.
Just wonder why you guys chose Colton last night.
Oh yeah, I wonder that too. If you want to ask someone else, because I have no answer to that question.
Like, it looks like you've been wanting to say something for a minute.
It's really just, I mean, Victoria's dog is kind of amazing.
Yeah, it's like I can't see anything else now.
I want to say your dog is really cool looking. What kind of dog is that?
We scared away. Noticed that as well, but I'm mute this game, so.
He's a Hungarian
Yeah, sure.
Vizsla.
Yeah, Vizsla. I love Vizslas.
So we need to figure out who to kill now.
I want to hear a little more from Jugan. I know he was the one who nominated Josh, but I just feel like he usually gives some input at this point.
He knew he was threatened. He go get a patch to see if we give him a break.
If that's how this game's played, I'm gonna go grab my cat.
Do you have anything to say, Jugan?
Actually, I was saying it when you were gone, Connor. You missed it. I was giving a reason why I nominated Josh, and because on the mini games that we've gone, we get a stickler on a certain subject or a couple people, and we won't leave it until one of them's gone. And then we just kept talking about Josh and Josh and Josh. And it just kept going on and on. That's why I nominated him. And plus, when he throws somebody throws somebody under the bus or jumps on a nomination like that, and then saying what he was saying, usually is werewolf tail. So that's the reason why I nominated Josh.
I have a question. Do you think Josh would have nominated Jesse if they're both wolves, just to kind of clear Jesse in this sense?
That's what he did last game when he nominated Sasha.
That's exactly what he did last game.
But that's what I said. It doesn't matter. Even if they are both wolf, it was not his reason for nominating him.
Okay.
I'm 100% sure.
So
knowing Josh, knowing Josh, it was not the reason.
This fire. I'm gonna throw some. Here are my nominations. My suspicions is Jesse, Luciana, and Adam are my three names. Now I could be wrong, but
I do need that first nomination fairly shortly.
Jesse, Luciana, and Adam are my suspicions.
Then I nominate Luciana.
Yeah, I was gonna second that. Definitely.
Okay, perfect. So Lucas nominated Luciana, Connor seconded. I'll mute everybody, and Luciana, you can give defense.
Hear why though? I mean,
Okay,
it's
sure.
the first nomination. I don't think you're gonna kill me, but I would like to.
Depends on your defense. Yeah, I want to hear your defense.
Okay.
Because
I'm a villager.
I don't trust you.
Yeah, it's okay if you don't. No, actually, it's not okay. I'm a villager, so it's not okay. We lost 2 villagers already. We have killed 1 werewolf. I think there are other people we should focus on. I'm a villager.
For example?
I have Bro and Adam on my watch list. And Dog. I don't know about Dog. But my reads are so bad. So pick 3 different people and you will find at least 1 werewolf. That's it. I'm a villager. Oh, I said that. Sorry.
Do you have a role?
No.
That's a lot of villagers on this.
Well, whoever claims villager is a liar. Well, unless I'm sure we do have more than just me. But if you have a suspicion in somebody and that person claims villager, that person is probably lying. Because you have good read, so
you're just doing that.
Yeah, that's you.
It's just something you did when we are interaction with
I know.
Connor. That's
I
weird.
laugh a lot. Yeah.
Well, we'll get right
tired,
down to the vote. That was a nice defense, but everybody get ready to vote. 3, 2, 1. 1 down, 2 down, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is not enough. Luciana's still alive.
Guys, you're scaring me. I am a villager, so.
Are you sure you're not sleepy, Lucy?
What's that, Connor?
Yeah,
No.
I just want to say, like, when you do 3, 2, 1, you're just doing 3, 2, 1. You're not saying 3, 2, 1 vote. I'm a little delayed because I expect there to be a vote.
Right. No, yeah, I noticed that. I'll try to be more consistent.
I voted up, but that defense was really bad. And
Yeah.
I voted down.
But I'm also giving her the benefit of the doubt that it's like 2 in the morning for her.
Plus it's their first
I've
nomination.
played
too.
with her. She's way too good of a player to give a benefit of doubt.
I
Okay?
am.
Okay,
I am
I'm
100.
not.
Listen, I'm 100% in on Luciana being bad.
I'm not.
And then Lucas nominated her. I mean, he has more
No,
talent than any
guys.
one of us, so I have to go with him.
Okay,
Yeah.
I actually think
have
So
to
the
say
only
something.
reason I voted up it was because it was the first.
Sorry.
I actually think
Sorry,
I voted up because it was
I'm
the first
noticing
nomination
now
too.
that this is getting out of hand. I am a villager. You should not. I mean, I don't have a role, but I don't want to die just because I am being weird today.
So, Lucas, did you say you nominate her to protect her?
No. I said I voted
think
up
we're on the-
because
on
it's the
wrong-
first one.
We're on the wrong path here. I don't think Luciana is bad.
Yeah, I can.
Thank you,
I can.
Daniel.
I can see that it was, but it was such a bad defense.
I'm not good at defending though. If I'm a villager, I don't know what else to say. Honestly, I just don't.
It doesn't help when you say that I'm a villager, and anyone who says they're a villager is lying.
Yeah, I
usually
shouldn't
don't-
have said that. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
you should have stopped before that. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you came back, you did so good, and then you
Yeah.
decided to come back, and then that was not good.
Okay, let me repeat that. I'm a
Oh,
villager.
just stop, Lucy. Just stop.
I have a prediction.
Can we give Victoria the floor for a second because she was trying to speak?
Out of Luciana's
No, I'm sorry.
suspicion
The floor is for the bodies.
suspicion list, I think Luciana mentioned Doug, and I just wanted to bring up that I also am suspicious of Doug. I can't really explain why. Like, I just kind of have a feeling about it.
I'm with you.
Same.
Now too.
Blake, you're always suspicious of me.
I know.
Worst thing is
I have a
nothing to add unless you want to kill a villager.
I have a prediction that I will die tomorrow.
I have a feeling Lucas nominated Luciana knowing she would give a terrible defense.
No, I didn't. But I expected it. Yes.
I don't think we should avoid attention to Jesse.
Yeah, I am going to nominate Jesse. I just wanted to get people to talk a lot longer before I nominated. His body language is so uncomfortable after we've called him out for being the wolf.
That's a nomination from Doug. It looks like the second from Adam.
I'm so confused about Adam.
I love
right
you,
now.
Adam.
Adam's the
please.
glutton
Adam,
of
you're
the
killing me,
village.
Adam.
Oh my God, guys. I mean, do you see a pattern there?
People can fake patterns, Daniel.
All right, Jesse, if you want to unmute yourself and give your defense.
Okay. I'm just nervous because my defense is going to be the exact same as Luciana's. Like, I'm a villager. I have no information to give. I didn't become a wolf. Like, I have nothing. That's why I voted for Luciana, just because I'm like, it's going to be me or someone else. So I want it to be someone else because I want to play the game still. I want to be here, but I don't have any information. I have nothing to give. It's hard to get suspicions because I don't know you guys that well. I don't really have much to give. And it sounds shitty. Sorry, it sounds terrible. And I was like cringing because I'm like, that's my defense is the same.
I have 2 questions. Can I go and ask
go for
questions? Okay. First question, Jesse. Do you think Connor is suspicious to you? Like, playing weird?
I mean, he's playing very aggressive, but I don't really know him. I don't, so I don't know if that's just the normal way he plays or if he is like a more like a aggressive wolf. So he's being very strategical, which like you would think a village person would be, but I don't know. I don't
So
really know.
why the other one was, since it was like 50-50 between you and Josh day one, why didn't you nominate him?
I explained it in last round. Earlier in this round, like I just felt like he was like kind of like welcoming me to the group. And I felt like, well, first of all, I didn't know that you could nominate someone who was already nominated. I thought it had to be 3 different people. And then I was like feeling kind of bad because I thought like he was just like welcoming me to the group, letting me talk, that kind of thing. And then like I was like, okay, that makes sense to me, but I should have, but I didn't.
All right, great. We'll go to the vote.
I got a question as well.
Okay, one more question.
So if today you're concerned about it being you or someone else, why weren't you concerned yesterday? It just seems weird to be concerned today after you weren't concerned yesterday.
I was, like I said before, I was less concerned because I thought once I got nominated, I couldn't be nominated again. So I was like under that false impression that like I was safe after the first nomination, and I got the vote. The vote went through.
Okay, we'll go to the vote. Everybody get ready. 3, 2, 1, vote. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, and we have 15, so that is enough. Jesse, you are dead. And Jesse was a werewolf. Good night, everybody. What a horrible night to have a curse. Okay, can I get my bodyguard to wake up? Would you like to protect bodyguard? Thank you. Can I get my shinobi to wake up? Would you like to use your ability? Okay, you can go back to sleep, shinobi. Can I get my paranoid to wake up and tell me who you're checking on tonight? Your life is tied to them. Okay, thank you very much. You can go to sleep. Can I get my werewolves to wake up? Okay, thank you, werewolves. Can I get my hunter's grim to wake up? You'll give me a name. If your names match, that person's going to die. Get ready to reveal a name. Just let me know when you're ready. Okay, 3, 2, 1, reveal. Okay, thank you, Hunter's Grim. You can go back to sleep. Can I have my imperiled seer wake up? My seer. Would you like to check someone's seer? If so, whom? Okay, thank you, seer. You can go back to sleep. And everyone can wake up. It is morning now. So first thing first, Blake, you are dead. And Blake was a villager. And that is everything that happened.
I have important information. I'm going to come out with my role, and I think this is why I'm going to do it. I'm the paranoid, so I've made it 2 nights, hoping the bodyguard is still alive and the bodyguard can protect me tonight so that you get a guaranteed hunter the next night.
So did you claim? Oh, you were the hunter.
Paranoid.
Now.
So I've done 2 successful nights. If the bodyguard protects me tonight, I get a guaranteed.
Don't tell me who, but did you pick multiple people or the same person all the time?
I mean, does it matter?
Yeah, why does it matter?
Oh, I thought that if you choose a villager, they die or something.
No.
Oh,
no,
okay.
you die with them if they die.
Oh, okay.
So hopefully the bodyguard's still alive and can protect me. And hopefully the werewolves waste a chance of trying to kill me, thinking the bodyguard might be dead. So I wanted to come out, guarantee you guys get 100 tomorrow.
Huh. So it was not paranoid the first night. So really probably Wolf Cup.
Yeah, and I was going to try and make you guys think it was paranoid, but I didn't want to throw any suspicion towards me for the wolves.
Well, either the wolf cub there or now, right? It doesn't mean like, what's the chance that Blake could be a seer?
There were 2 kills. I mean, it could have been the seer. That's the only.
That means we know we lost the seer.
Yeah, that would be the only other one. Because I agree with Paul. I do not think the Hunter's Grim would have killed Sasha or Colton the first night. There's no way.
So I think we lost the seer
because we would have potentially Frankenstein's monster. Yeah.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So we have a new seer at this point.
That's why I thought the first night was probably a wolf cub, because why would 2 people write Sasha or Colton when they could have written like Jesse or somebody who came up a lot in the first day?
And Blake was very strong on his suspicious though, but he was wrong about Connor. Did he say your name?
Me. He said me at one point. Yeah.
He said me as well.
Doug as well. Yeah.
Can I ask a moderator's question? Can I ask the moderator a question? Is that possible for a role to stack? Like, do you consider the what is the role? The hunter. So let me see what I was going to ask.
Not sure. I'm not sure.
I had a brain freeze. Sorry.
I think the only stacking is quirks on top of rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if
you're the Frankenstein, bodyguards here.
Yeah,
I remember. Is that possible for the rolls, like a Lycan stack on a roll?
So the Lycan doesn't know that they're the Lycan, so they will.
Right. But I'm just asking if it's possible.
You know, like in Joseph's game, where like the last game I was a seer, but
it'll also be a basic villager.
Okay.
Oh, I'm just trying to rule out like Blake saw Connor and Connor was a Lycan, something like that.
Right. Yeah.
Because we have a new seer. I'm just trying to bring out information.
Like, why do we have a new seer?
Because of the Frankenstein. Unless it's Frankenstein's dead.
Wait, why do we think the seer's dead? I'm confused.
Because we had
two nights.
It could have been, but it's
no. This night was only one.
We had one night.
Not the first night.
The first night was either.
Yeah, that's the only night where there's 2 deaths.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I thought there was 2 people that died today.
That's why I was.
So the thing we want to go by is that Josh was the wolf cub.
That's what I'm going to go.
Most
well,
likely.
because he was also acting like he was okay with being a werewolf that gets killed, because then it helps a little bit.
Yeah, never mind. I thought Blake was a seer. For some reason, I thought somebody else had died tonight as well.
I'm going to give my lead suspicion, and that's Grow. Her defense day 1 is what got me. Luciana's reaction to it, I picked up on a little bit, and I just think it's Grow.
We can try this. Grow, are you a werewolf?
No, I'm not a werewolf. I'm a villager. I don't have a gun, if that's important.
People, so sorry, I can't help there.
Do you have a roll, Grow?
Why? Why are we asking people if they have roles?
Yeah.
Don't answer that.
Please.
Not yet.
Yeah.
At
Don't
least.
say anything.
Still too many people to be.
All right, I'll have to come out. I've seen Grow. Grow is not a. I don't want you guys to kill Grow. Grow is not.
So you're saying you're this Imperial Seer?
I am. That's why I was trying to. I was trying to throw information about Blake out, so that goes away. But for some reason, I thought 2 people had died.
Well, I wish you wouldn't have done that, Gil, because now the bodyguard has to decide between me and you.
And that's fine.
Yeah, but the werewolves also have to decide.
I know,
think it's
but now they
it's
have
higher
it.
chance.
But see, in my case, if I die, the Frankenstein is out there.
That's true.
Yeah.
So, bodyguard, I'm still asking you to protect me.
Do you have any other info, Gil?
I would protect between me and Connor. I would protect Connor if the bodyguard, because I think when I die, we'll have a new seer. And I think Connor has a more powerful, so I wouldn't protect me. I would protect Connor.
Grow was the only
I have a rules
information.
question. I have a rules question.
Now I have information of people that unfortunately die. I don't want to say villager. and
Because
Grow.
Frankenstein takes rolls. Does he also have to roll for his searing ability? If you have to roll a d20, d2.
Yeah, they'll be the imperiled seer.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what I wanted to try to start.
I didn't
a
check
few
every
minutes
night.
ago.
I didn't check every night because I was afraid to die. Because I'm very unlucky on that.
If Jill dies and the Frankenstein becomes the Imperial Seer, I would say he should never check on consecutive nights.
I did not. I didn't.
No.
I did not.
No. Okay, yeah. No, but I'm saying if the Frankenstein becomes the seer, because the Frankenstein is a more important role than a normal seer.
Yeah.
I just
he should risk his life.
Or maybe two.
Let me just say that. Let me just explain why I came out.
If there
I've checked quite a few people, and so I think there's a lot of werewolves out there, and I think it's very dangerous to lose villagers right now. So although Grow is just a villager, I think if we kill her and then we go tonight, we get another werewolf kill. So I rather we pick somebody else and then.
Who have you checked, Gil?
Say that again.
Who have you checked?
I don't want to give a villager names.
You picked
people on very few.
Quite a few people.
Yeah, Graham, I'm with you on that.
I said I didn't check every night. I said I didn't check every night.
Okay, but you said you
it's
picked
better
quite
to
a few
give
people.
villagers names.
Well, I said quite a few people that weren't werewolf, right? I didn't get a
but you
werewolf.
didn't
I
have
just
so
don't
many
want to say
nights.
How
village.
many is quite a few?
You would have only had 3
A
nights
few
to
means
check.
means
So
three
you've got,
people.
like,
Okay,
2 or
a few
3
means
No,
3 people.
Gil's lying. Gil's
No,
lying.
yeah, Jill is lying.
Listen, we've only had
We've
3
only had-
nights. He said he
Yeah.
hasn't checked one of the nights, so he's only done 2 checks, and he just said he checked 3.
I'm happy to nominate.
Well, I didn't write. You can nominate. You're gonna nominate it. You're gonna kill me.
Did I have a nomination there?
Kill
I'll
is not
nominate
bad.
Gil if nobody has.
No, he's
You
not.
guys are
He's
killing
not-
the wrong person. You
he's
guys are
not
killing the
bad.
wrong
Connor
night.
is nominated. Gil, is there a second?
I have
Is
a
that
feeling
Adam?
he just mixed up his words, but
Okay.
I just mixed up
Connor
my
nominated.
I'm
Adam seconded.
sorry. Hey,
Can we let him speak? He's not even saying what he checked.
Yeah, I just
He's
didn't want to
jumping
say
on
who
it.
I checked. I only said Grow because I thought you guys are voting for Grow.
Grow wants to
Right.
speak up.
Yeah, so I will tell the names who I checked, and I know it's not. I didn't want to throw up that because of the Frankensteins out there yet. I didn't want to put a name and then the werewolves who picked that name. But I checked Grow and Victoria, and they're both villagers. So you can trust. If you kill me, then you'll learn I'm a villager. Just trust. The only 2 people that you can trust right now is Victoria and Grow.
Did you check on night 0? Like,
Why you want to
because
know?
the Dream Wolf would count as a villager, and so if you checked one of them on night 0, they technically.
No, there was no checking on night 0.
Okay, I was.
No, the first night. Oh, the first night we
I was
woke
about
up.
to
Yeah,
say,
that's
how do you check
yeah.
both
That
of them,
first.
man?
Yeah, no, the first night we woke up. That's the night I checked because it's D20, and that's why when you guys are saying, "Oh, you shouldn't check," I will say, "No, you have to check early, not later on."
But who did you check on the first night?
Who did you?
So Victoria was a villager, and then I checked last night. I checked Grow.
So she could
So you
be
guys
the
can
Dream
kill
Wolf.
me. That's fine. And there was no. That's why I say.
Where's it coming from?
From Doug.
Ah,
Okay, that's what I was saying. That's what.
Duck, we hear some woman.
Oh,
All right, I just muted everybody. So Gil, you can unmute to continue your defense.
The reason I came out is because I'm gonna die, right? There's no way tonight. So that's why I'm saying whoever is the what's it called, the hunter, not the hunter, the bodyguard should save Connor. My suspicion is Adam. Unfortunately, I didn't check it. I didn't get to Adam yet. But that's my only suspicion is Adam. But bodyguard, don't save me because we still probably have Frankenstein that can keep checking people. And so the only 2 people I check is Grow and Victoria. I didn't want to throw Victoria's names out because I think that was bad, but because I made a mixed up words there. And I know when Connor gets after somebody, he's going to go after all the time. So I'd rather die at night than during the day. Go ahead.
It looks like Courtney has a question.
Yeah, just real quick. What would be your reasoning for choosing Victoria and Grow over someone like Adam, like you said, that people have been suspicious of?
People that play with me knows that I check people that I can read. I can read Adam somewhat. Like most of those people I play a lot. I play rarely with Ro and Victoria. I can't tell them. And I always suspicious of one of the quiet people. So that's why I check them, because I want to rule them out. So I could focus on something else.
Is Jill actually on the chopping block? Is he nominated?
Looks like, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's fine. I just would rather die at night than during the day. And if Connor is the hunter, I would. If you're the bodyguard, I would protect the hunter.
Adam seconded.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that's the defense. So let's get ready.
Now
to
remember,
vote.
if you guys kill me, Adams is my name.
This is the second vote.
Don't kill Jill.
But I haven't checked him yet.
Don't kill Jill, guys.
He's ready to vote. 3, 2, 1, vote. I have one down, and that is not enough. You can continue.
Doug is just so suspicious because I know Jill might be lying, but Doug, because
well, in case Doug is a werewolf, he would be a super werewolf because he was the first one who called out Jesse and not Jesse and Josh calling each other out, you know. So Luciana,
I called out both of that. I called out Josh for what he said the first day. Called out Jesse. I voted down for all the wolves so far. I'm the only one that has.
Okay, but then I just don't understand why you would kill someone nomination 1. So
I nominate Jugan.
We have a nomination from Adam for Jugan. We have a second.
I'd like to hear Adam's reasoning first.
For the reason that people brought up when there were 2 wolves, Jesse and Josh, and he was the one to quickly throw one of them under the bus, and because he wanted to just move on. So I think he was trying to protect one of them.
Or gain credit.
So are you saying he threw a
Before we
werewolf
talk
under
more
the
about
bus?
this, is there a second for that?
Sorry.
Not yet. So
Sure.
Victoria was
taking
raising
that
her
one
hand.
By that same logic, you've seconded them too.
Yeah, I'll second just to move the game on since we have one more.
Okay, fine.
So I just want to say something before.
That was a nomination and a second.
Yeah, no, nothing to the game. I am just saying the quiet people keep raising their hands, and you guys keep ignoring them. The quiet people won't become more talkative if you ignore them.
I agree with
Gro
that.
wanted to say something, and Victoria raised her hand, and you guys all ignored her.
Thank you.
Please don't ignore them.
Okay, I'm gonna mute everybody. Jugan, it's your defense. It's the third nomination.
I thought I explained that pretty well the first time. Everybody was.
Let's see. I'm sorry. That's the second nomination. My bad.
Anyway, like I said, I thought I cleared that up like right from the get-go on the second day because Lucas brought it up with one of his questions. We're all on Josh, but we kept roundabout going about it, and the moderator Daly was asking for nominations, and we were not getting off the topic, so that's why I nominated Josh. I got dealt a villager role. I'm still a villager. I didn't change. Still the same. But no, that was not to throw a werewolf under the bus.
All right, Connor has a question.
Jugan, where's your card?
I'm not doing that this game because every time I do it, I get killed no matter what.
All right, perfect. Well, we will go to voting.
Question for Jugan before we
one more.
Do you believe Gil is the seer?
I believe he is, but his wording made it really suspicious too. So I'll say I'm 70-30 on it. 70 I believe in, 30 I don't.
All right, time to vote. Everybody get ready. Voting in 3, 2, 1, vote. 1 down, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is not enough. Jugan, you're still alive.
I'm not opposed to killing Jugan, but I wanted to, before we kill somebody, are we on the same page? Bodyguard should probably protect me tonight so that I don't. You're
going to be protected.
Okay.
Can it?
Yes, yes, it makes more sense than you because we will have a second seer when I die.
Yeah, and we don't lose 2 people. Like if I protect
exactly.
Yeah.
I'll let Victoria, because I want to say something, but Victoria, go ahead first.
Are we allowed to talk about what we suspect people's traits are?
Sure. Well, the quirks.
Yeah.
We can talk about them.
almost-
They cannot confirm that.
I almost wonder if Doug's quirk might be that he has to vote down for the first vote every time, because I think that's been a consistent thing.
No, he has actually been voting always down.
Always Adam, always.
It could be.
So some people have heavy hands. It's hard to lift it up sometimes. It's just got heavy hands.
And Gro, you wanted to say something earlier when Shield was coming out.
Yes, because I felt really bad that people were going after him just because of me. And that was really, that annoyed me.
Going after
Also, yeah, I wanted to say, Gro, are you finished? Do you have anything more? So I just wanted to say that, Jill, are we like brothers or even more twins this game?
Yeah, because you look the same.
Yeah, that is true.
All right, I want to nominate Daniel.
Oh,
just kidding.
Okay.
I just you don't want to have a clone or someone that looks like that steals your outfit.
Can I?
So if I don't die tonight, since I'm propense to die, I'm gonna do a check anyway tonight because it doesn't matter. I'm gonna do a check any night, and I'm gonna tell my suspicions are Adams, Yugen, and Luciana. Those are my 3 suspicions.
Why?
Because just the game. That's how the game works.
I have a question for Adam. I have a question for Adam. We've been voting on him, but we haven't heard from him a lot. So I'm curious what your thoughts are, who your suspicions are, who you trust, who you don't trust, that kind of stuff.
Jugen's at the top of my list. I don't think his last defense really helped his case any. He just went back to things he had already talked about, but that's the reason I suspect him. The fact that this is the first time you've talked to me, Connor, makes me trust you, because usually you'll come after me quickly to suss out if I have a role or not, and then kill me immediately. So, and then I am good with Victoria. Obviously, she's been checked, but I was already good with her. I haven't seen anything on Grow, so she's not on my suspect list. Maybe Courtney would be my second suspect, but it's Jugen way up there, and then maybe Courtney would be second.
Adam, why am I way up there? I was just answering your reasoning for nominating me.
I know, but that's the reason I'm suspect of you. There were two werewolves that were potentially going to get nominated, so you saying you were just moving it along didn't matter because one of them was going to get nominated either way. So
that was the first day, and
exactly.
I have something
That's my point.
I wanna give as input real quick. Just not make a speech of 5 minutes, just 10 seconds. Is everybody okay with that?
That was 10 seconds.
I'm asking. I haven't started.
Now
Don't
go.
calm me down.
Already over.
Calm me down yet. So, I would say there was a pattern that I put asterisk on Jugen's name in his defense, and that same pattern I put an asterisk on Paul's name, and that was the Dreamwolf converting. Jugen said that into his defense, and when Jill was saying that he checked Grow and Victoria, Paul mentioned, but we cannot trust them because they might be turned. So that makes me think Paul, yeah. So that makes me, and I put an asterisk on his name, so, or a star, whatever. So that makes me think that those people that think about that, for example, I don't care about that. For me, a werewolf is a werewolf, no matter if he's turned.
Clearly, you do care about that, but calling that out.
Wait,
gonna need another nomination here.
I just found that pattern. I just want to see who's thinking about that.
I
really think about it, but
the whole village was thinking about that.
Somebody was cleared because they were checked on night 0, and nobody ever mentioned them ever again, and that person went to steamroll the game as a werewolf.
Yeah, you should ask Kyle how he feels about the Dreamwolf.
Well, the problem, Paul, with that is some of us didn't believe Gil was the seer at that moment that you said that. That's the issue. So we're obviously thinking about that potentially Grow and Victoria might be wolves because Gil is lying.
I'm
That
not
is
lying.
possible, yeah.
So why don't you kill me? Then you know.
No, Gil.
It's
I
gonna
already
be
said
bad.
No, I already said I'm back on your train.
You got third nomination soon.
I think you messed up your word.
Still have a thing for Adam. I don't know.
I don't think Adam. Yeah.
You don't think Adam?
No, I don't think it's Adam.
So my list is Adam, Jugan, and Luciana. If you don't want to vote Adam, it has to be Luciana or Jugan. So I'll nominate Jugan then, because he's the or Luciana. Either
Jugan.
You don't want to do
either
that.
Jugan or
You
Luciana.
don't want
Wait.
to do that.
There's already been a second. Jugan, you're up for the third nomination. I'll mute everybody and you can give your defense.
Adams.
Well, y'all just wasted your third nomination. Now the Wolves are definitely going to win because I believe Gil. I think there's a lot of wolves in this village, and me, I'm just a villager. You're just going to kill another villager off. I think we just wasted the third nomination.
Can I give the reasoning for nominating Jugan?
Go for it.
So first, it's because he's on my list. He's not on the top of my list. Adam is on the top of my list. But I think since everybody's so much on the Jugan train, if he is a villager, then I would say I'm 100% on Adams. Now, if he's a werewolf, then we'll see for that. But at this point, we need to kill one of the two, so I don't have to waste more checking.
Alice, can I finish my defense?
Yep.
Well, I started out this game as a villager, but I was asleep, and then daily ruined my day and said me I was a werewolf. You found yourself the dream wolf.
Okay, well, with that, we're going to go to the voting. Voting in 3, 2, 1. Okay, yeah, that is enough to kill. Jugan, you're gone, and Jugan is indeed a werewolf. Everybody can go to sleep. All right. Well, that was interesting. The dead moon rises o'er the slumbering village. Can I get my bodyguard to wake up? Thank you, bodyguard. You can go back to sleep. Can I get my shinobi to wake up? Would you like to use your ability tonight? Thank you, shinobi. You can go back to sleep. And can I get my paranoid to wake up tonight? My paranoid? You've got one more check. Thank you very much. And can I get my werewolves to wake back up? My werewolves. Who would you like to attack? Thank you, werewolves. Okay, can I get my Hunter's Grim to wake up? Hunter's Grim, if you could write down a name and don't reveal it, I will count you down once you're ready. All right, revealing in 3, 2, 1, reveal. Okay, thank you very much. You can go back to sleep. Can I get my seer to wake up, my imperiled seer? Would you like to check someone tonight? If so, whom? Thank you very much, seer. You can go back to sleep. And with that, the morning sun has vanquished the horrible night. You can wake back up. One death in the night, sadly, Victoria, you are leaving us. You are dead. Victoria was a villager.
Guys, got yourselves a hunter.
And we also have Seer as well.
Who's still alive, who survived the D6 and the werewolf.
Did you?
No,
Don't say
D10.
that. You don't have to say that, Jill.
So who does our hunter want to target?
I'm gonna keep that for now. Maybe after some nominations, I might say.
So, sorry, it's not a gun. It's you have to die for the hunt for the.
Yeah.
That's the only other problem with the paranoid is if he's now officially the hunter, he's never going to get killed. So it's almost like him coming out was
kill
useless.
Connor at some point for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, if Connor lives too long, it's always suspicious. But he knows that himself.
But I could say the same thing about you, Graham, Daniel, and Jill.
What's that?
And all of you are still alive.
Yeah, I think I didn't die because the werewolf wasn't sure if the hunter would protect me or Connor. But at this point, I would say I will have to die at some point. So to prove, otherwise there's going to be a confusion on the game. So I think I lived enough. So either today or tomorrow, if I don't die tonight, you guys can kill me, so you can get my words like that I was telling the truth.
Yeah, well, I'm actually more wondering about Lucas and Graham at this point.
Can we, before we get in any further, how many werewolves do you think we have left?
Either one or two. Yeah.
Yeah. 1 or 2.
But we killed Josh, Jesse.
Killed 3.
We were actually super good at killing, right?
Yeah, we kill the werewolf every night, but we know
Every day.
so
every day.
Yeah. Wow. So we're either at 4, and that 2 left.
To me, that means that all of Connor, Jill, Lucas are good, and Graham even.
Why Lucas and Graham?
Why am I good?
And Adam.
I think Adam is good
because we're
I can read Graham right now. I can
fighting people.
I don't have Graham on my suspicions, but I'm not clearing him out yet. It's too soon to clear him.
Bill, did you check me last night? You said you were going to check me. Did you check me?
No, I didn't check you. I checked somebody else. Sorry.
Okay.
But my list got smaller.
I was very, very, very close to nominating somebody as soon as we woke up.
And then they ended up dead.
No, not that. I talked myself out of it. But I have somebody like I definitely think should be on the chopping block for right now. But I'm going to wait and see if anyone else agrees.
I want to go back to Luciana. I mean, it included me, that's fine, but I liked your suspicion of Lucas, so I'd hope you could elaborate there.
It's just the fact that I feel like 5 very good players are still alive. I chose Jill and Connor, but I have nothing on Lucas and you, which is why you're on my list.
What about Courtney?
Yeah,
That's what
I wanted to ask
add.
Courtney, what was the shit about?
What time?
No, didn't you say
Wait,
shit
what?
after Jugan was nominated?
No. I don't know when I said it. I'm sure I did though, because I just cursed for no reason. But I probably also said it when he was doing his whole "I'm the Dream Wolf" thing. I actually think it would be smart of him to say "I'm the Dream Wolf" on his way out, and he wasn't. He was just like a werewolf in the start.
He knew he was going to die, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also don't think he was actually the Dream Wolf.
Right. I think like that was just him being like, "Oh, look at me."
What does the Dream Wolf do again?
They just become a wolf. They were starting off as a villager and become one after.
Oh, so we think he was saying he got turned.
That's what he's claiming.
Yeah.
That's what he was claiming. But I think
I mean, it doesn't matter.
So we know the Wolf Cub is out, right? We know the
I would
Wolf
assume it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, if you're speaking the truth, then the Wolf Cup is out, yes. Because
there
the
was
first
one
night
other-
we had 2 kills.
What
No,
are
there's-
your suspicions, Courtney?
Well, okay. So if I'm, this is rough because I don't know why I was always on the Adam train, but it seems like everybody is off of Adam right now. So it would kind of be stupid for me to be, I don't know.
I'm still with you, Courtney.
It's a little fringe, but it's like, I play with you guys a few times, so I've learned just not to trust you, even if I think that you're good. Lucas, funny enough, has changed a little bit throughout the game, maybe. I think he's a little bit suspicious. And maybe even Luciana, but again, she's low on my list.
I moved my suspicions a little bit. I'm in between Lucas and Paul now. I think Paul is
Adam
unusually
and Graham
quiet.
wanted to say something, though.
Can I ask Luciana a question real quick? Luciana, did you say that there's 5 really good players left? So you're saying like the rest of us are garbage? Is that what you're saying, Luciana?
No.
Are you calling us all
No.
terrible players? Luciana, come on.
Don't do it, me.
Wait. Oh my
All the
god.
smart people have been killed, so.
Yeah.
She's like, every person I've liked has died. It's fine. Everybody else I dislike.
I took it like that, actually. I don't understand her throwing Lucas's name.
I'm gonna just pretend I'm on the smart group people and just not say anything.
I did not specify.
Duck wants to say something.
So smart people wear themselves, right?
Let me throw a couple names out there, and then I'll
Gonna
probably
need the first nomination soon.
So I'm gonna throw Lucas and Paul's name out, and not say which one of them, but I'll check one of them tonight.
This is what I noticed. So as soon as I mentioned
Paul is kind of
Lucas and
quiet.
Graham, somebody mentioned Courtney, and Lucas jumped straight to Courtney without ignoring what I said.
Yeah, but I usually ignore people calling me
So
out.
you're usually rude, or what?
No, I am just like.
This
I'm not a werewolf. I'm not a wolf.
You're saying, why would you not react to what I say and just jump to Courtney? Either you're impolite or you're a werewolf, or I don't know what it is. But
Well, in this case, I'd rather be impolite. Sorry.
Go ahead, Doug.
So I was looking at the weird conspiracy message boards, and I don't know how weird this one is, but could Connor coming out as the paranoid to make sure that he becomes the quote-unquote hunter? Because again, now if the wolves know he's a hunter, he's not going to be killed, and now he's protected for the rest of the game. And he could know if he is the wolf cub, he could know that the 2 kills the first night was actually based on the fact that the paranoid was probably killed. So it's easy to now say he's the paranoid.
Well, he wouldn't know that. I mean, it's
But
a
if he's the
gamble.
wolf,
I mean, I
if he's
understand.
the wolf cub, he's going to know that it's either the seer, and especially since you're, it's much easier to say, take a gamble on the paranoid than on it was the
No,
seer.
that's what I'm saying. I
being
mean, I'm not discarding what you say. It would be a gamble, but I'm not discarding what you say. I think
all I'm going to say is I've named 3 people that are currently still alive as suspicious, so I don't think that means the wolves won't kill me. I actually feel like I might be a kill. Because
I have a question for Connor.
Yeah.
Do you think the wolf cub is still alive?
No, absolutely not. The only way they could have been alive is if Gil's. So if Gil's telling, if we're assuming Gil's telling the truth, I'm telling the truth. The only other option that there were 2 kills was that the village hunters connected on that first night, which I don't believe happened. So there's no way the wolf cub is still alive.
So, Lucas, you were saying it didn't matter when Jugan came out and said that he was.
I do need a nomination.
But Daniel had said that he felt the Dream Wolf was either Jugan or Paul. So Jugan saying, "Oh, I'm the Dream Wolf," would take suspicion away from Daniel's.
Didn't Daniel actually say he doesn't care about the Dream Wolf? A wolf is a wolf?
I suggested the Dream Wolf.
I said that.
So Graham. So Graham, what did you ask me just now? Because Daniel did not say what you just said.
Daniel, did you not say that you were suspicious of Jugan and Paul based on their comments about the Dream Wolf?
Yes, that's true, but not about being a Dream Wolf, right?
Alex wants a nomination. I'm going to give him one. I nominate Paul.
Nomination from Connor for Paul.
Second.
And we have Adam and Gil both
Because
simultaneously.
if it's not Paul, it's going to be Lucas.
So I'm gonna mute everybody and then unmute.
Okay, so I guess today I'm suspicious for, what was it, not talking or talking too much? I can't remember. Anyways, So I brought up the Dream Wolf because, like I said, I've seen a ton of games where the seer comes out and says, I checked this person night 0 and they are good. And then everyone's like, okay, good. We'll never look at them again. They're gone, not even be considered. And then that person just runs with the game after turning. So that's why I just said, oh, who did you check on night 0? So we can keep that in mind. That's it.
It's a hard game to check every time.
I got a question for Paul. Yeah. Didn't you bring that up after Gil had already made his mistake and people were already suspicious of Gil?
Well, I figured that it's a very bold claim to come out on day 3 and say that I'm the seer when there's the seer and the Frankenstein's monster who would be able to tell that you're lying. So the only way he would have gotten away with that is if the seer and the Frankenstein's monster both died before day 3, which I felt was unlikely.
No, I just want to make sure we don't kill. I think it was very dangerous. I thought there was 3 werewolf left yet, and then I didn't pick any of them. And I just didn't want us to go in a tangent and kill people that I already knew was good. And that's why I think it's either you and Lucas. I just think if you die and you're telling the truth, then we know, I think it's between Adams and Lucas. Right now, I'm more suspicious of Lucas. Now, if you're bad, then I don't know who would the other werewolf would be. But I think it's between you, Lucas, and Adam. And right now it's more between you and Lucas for me. I would kill Paul or Lucas first and then Adams if none of them are bad.
All right. Well, we'll go to the voting.
And I don't know why I keep saying Adams.
Because Adam asks.
Get ready to vote in 3, 2, 1. Vote. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is not enough. Paul, you're still alive.
So I'll nominate Lucas then, because that's my second person.
Yeah, mine is fine.
So we have a nomination for Lucas. Do we have a second? And Luciana's seconding. So I'll mute everybody. Lucas, you can give a defense.
Yeah, I'm a villager. I don't know what I have done to be suspect. I mean, staying alive shouldn't be the only reason because quite a few of us are stayed alive who usually are very fast kills. Anyway, I did agree with Doug when he came out with his Josh and Jesse logic. I actually wanted to say that before him, but he was faster. I mean, you can't prove it, but that's fact. Also, I mean, I defended Doug when Luciana jumped on being suspicious of him, but I mean, that's also not obviously a good defense, but I'm just saying, I don't think anything I have done is suspicious of werewolf. My question to Jill is, why are you not telling who you checked last night? Because in this case, we have we have Connor, we have actually already 2 100% cleared people. And
because I told in another ways, if people follow what I've been doing so far, I mean, people know already who I checked, so I don't have to go there. And let me say, I'm between you and Paul. I just think I cannot check both of you. I won't have enough time. I have to kill one of you, so I can only check the other one.
And in my defense, neither Doug nor Daniel are jumping on Lucas is suspicious, so maybe that's also a hint that I'm not a werewolf, because they're usually very good readers.
Lucas, wasn't it you that said that was all over the just didn't do this because of this, just didn't do this because of that, and everyone was trying to make theories about that maybe Josh had nominated Jesse because he was a werewolf. You were like, no, that's not the case. Wasn't that you?
No. What I said, we have to differentiate between Josh nominating someone new is completely not part of the game. He always does this nowadays. That's one thing.
Listen, I agree.
The second thing is then I called them out for not nominating each other. So I just wanted to say it was not a try of Josh trying to clear Jesse. It was just his play style at the moment. He always calls out and nominates someone new at the very first second.
I said that too, by the way. So
I always thought this was suspect that Josh and Jesse didn't want to nominate each other or call each other out.
Is this the second nomination?
Yeah, second.
Okay, let's get ready to vote. And voting in 3, 2, 1. Vote. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is not quite enough. So Lucas is still alive.
That's true. Actually, can't count Duck's vote.
I would like,
Sorry.
if the seer, which is Gil, is still alive tomorrow, or Frankenstein, if you're still in and you become the seer tomorrow, I think it would be very beneficial to check Daniel. I trust Daniel. I want to continue trusting Daniel. I would really like that check to happen.
I feel the same way about you, though, Connor. But
Yeah, actually,
right now
like
you're very safe.
I have a feeling I might die tonight. I really do.
I'm not sure.
I think I've named a couple who I'm suspicious of that the werewolves are willing to risk. I think they're losing, and I think the only way they can catch up is if they kill the hunter and the hunter kills another villager. So I
still think it's between Paul and Lucas, and then we can talk about Daniel the next night.
No. I'm cool with that. I'd like if you stay alive, Gil, I'd like you to check Daniel. If the Frankenstein's still alive and becomes the seer, I'd like them to check Daniel. I am on.
See, but I tried to kill Lucas, and you guys didn't want to kill him. That's the problem.
It's not that I didn't want to kill him. I actually wanted to save this information. If we go back to Lucas, I'm cool with killing him. I'm more on Paul than Lucas. Paul. I really am more.
So then let's nominate Paul again. Then.
Just a second.
Wait.
Go ahead, Greg. Luciana, you seem to have a change of heart about Lucas. What convinced you to vote up?
We still have third nomination left.
Okay. But if it were to go to Lucas for a third time, would you be willing to vote down, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Adam, you had something to say?
Yeah, I just want to say, I don't know if we can believe what Jugan said, because it's possible, and I'm not throwing this person under the bus, but it's possible that Grow is actually the Dream Wolf, turned after Jill checked her, and he was trying to cover for her. I'm not throwing Grow under the bus. I don't think that's a possibility, but if it gets down to the end, that is something that could have happened.
I mean, that could be, but I don't think it happened yet.
No, that can't be.
No, he checked Grow second, which is after the wolf died.
We killed a werewolf. Yeah, we killed the werewolf in day one.
The only way that is no, there's no wolf that comes. There's only lichen. Yeah, which he hasn't found a lichen.
Yeah, I checked Victoria and then Grow, and I skip a night. Yeah, and I can only gonna gamble for so long, but at some point, like we may, I mean, if we start losing villagers, I'm gonna be afraid of losing the Frankenstein, so we have to be careful there.
Will the bodyguard's protection protect the seer if he gets the bad die roll?
I think you should still.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said if the seer rolls the die, you roll the die for the seer and get 1 or 2, but say the bodyguard protected the seer.
The bodyguard doesn't protect against it.
That's what I
think you still keeping you. I'm still keeping you on my list, though, Adam. Like you dropped a little bit on my list, but I think you still. I'm just saying this in case I die. Like
so,
but I think it's between Lucas and Paul. I'm very suspicious of Lucas right now.
I'm worried.
Why is Paul smiling? Yeah. You have been smiling the whole time.
Have been?
Yes.
I never smile.
Oh, so
I'm gonna nominate, but before we do this, Gil, I'm super worried you're not gonna check Daniel. I really want to trust Daniel 100%. I'm like 99% on Daniel, but I'd love to be 100%, and I think that should be our next check. We're doing well enough with killing wolves that I would
if I don't, but if I die, the Frankenstein can still do it.
If you die, Frankenstein do it, because right now. We have only, if we believe you, me and Gil, we only have 2 confirmed villagers. I'd like to find some more confirmed villagers.
So I think Grow is a confirmed villager. I don't think she has started.
Right.
Can I add to this?
Yeah.
Connor?
Yeah.
You're a hunter, right?
Yes.
I don't want to waste your kill. Nominate me, kill me, then go against Paul and Lucas. Do it now, because I think we have a lot of villagers. We're not losing anything.
No, we can wait till tomorrow.
Kill Paul, I'm ready to kill Paul over voting.
Me too, because it's too much confusion. It's too much checking to do.
One of them might be a roll. Paul might be a roll. I'm scared of that. I'm afraid of that.
I'm not.
I'm only voting down on Lucas or Paul.
I'm sorry, this is Go ahead, Luciana.
For me, it's like that as well. But
I noticed Doug wanted to say something, so Doug, go ahead, and then I'm just going to.
Yeah, mine's just real quick. For when the Frankenstein gets the seer, if the seer's already at like a 4 dice, do they start back up to 20, or are they down to the 4 still?
Alex.
Do the dice reset?
You muted
Go
Dave.
for the
Okay.
4.
Yeah, so if they don't check someone, the dice goes back to 20. If the seer dies and then it goes to the Frankenstein, the dice resets as well. It's the consecutive times that they give me the name.
But the 4 does not reset itself, Doug. It's not 4 then 20.
Yeah.
It's 4, 4, 4, 4 until there's one night that they don't check.
Correct.
Go ahead, Luciana.
I have a question. So I feel like here's what I'm thinking. Jill should. So in case someone did not understand, Jill should say who he checked, because if
He
we
checked you.
accidentally killed the,
He checked you. He hasn't
Never
mentioned
mind.
you at all.
I heard that, but just in case someone else didn't. But I mean,
I
yeah,
didn't say
never
that.
mind.
I didn't say I check anybody. Don't put words on my mouth, Lucas.
I'd like to nominate Lucas.
Oh, no.
No, don't do that. Don't
We've
second.
got a nomination for Lucas. Do we have a second for
I
that?
second it.
No.
We found it.
Luciana, if you hadn't put your hand up, I was nominating Paul, but I was trying to be polite. I shouldn't have been polite.
I knew it was between the two of them.
I should not have been polite.
All right, Lucas, you can unmute yourself. Give your defense.
I'm a villager. I guess we don't have to kill me because maybe the starving wolf is gone, but in case you fear him, kill me because I'm just a normal villager. Nothing else to say. It's the third nomination.
All right, perfect. So third nomination of the day. If we don't kill, we'll go to sleep.
Can we ask questions?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, if you want.
Do you want to die, Lucas?
No, I never want to die. I like being alive, yeah.
Let the werewolf choose which body is going to hit the floor.
Lucas, will you accept my apology given that we now are going to kill Paul next?
Not really, because I kept saying, and the only one who actually believed me was, I assume it was Duck, because he never said anything, but he has to vote down, so.
I want to apologize to Lucas.
Yeah.
I believe you, Lucas.
I don't.
You voted down on me, Daniel.
I don't want to apologize.
No,
To tell the truth, I still
Okay.
don't clear you. I think we should kill both of them because maybe both of them are.
It's no problem. But I'm
All
bitter
right.
about
No,
it
don't
because
kill
I
Lucas.
did nothing.
Get ready to vote for Lucas's life in 3, 2, 1, vote. You have 1 down, 2 down.
Oh god,
3
I
down.
hope we don't have starving wolf.
Lucas is still alive, and
Oh,
that's
God.
it. We'll go to sleep.
I will
Good night,
feel so bad.
villagers. Oh, what an interesting night. So, can I get my bodyguard to wake up? Thank you, bodyguard. Can I get my shinobi to wake up? Would you like to use your ability? Thank you, shinobi. You can go to sleep. Obviously not calling the paranoid anymore. Werewolves, can you wake up? Tell me who you want to attack. All right, thank you, werewolves. You can go to sleep. Can I get my hunter's grim to wake up? You give me a name and get ready to write them down. Okay, revealing in 3, 2, 1. Thank you. You can go back to sleep. Can I get my imperiled seer to wake up? Would you like to give me a name of someone you want to check? If so, whom? All right, thank you, Seer. You can go back to sleep. And with that, the village will wake up. And I'm sorry to say that, Gil, you have left us. You are dead. And everyone else is still here. You can talk.
Wow.
Hold on.
We actually don't have a starving wolf
Before
left.
we say
Connor, don't
anything,
be polite.
I'm going to say this. Kids, if you're watching at home, being polite is wrong. You shouldn't be.
All worked out in the end.
I was like, I'm going to nominate. And then I was like, all right, I see Luciana's hand. I'll let her talk. And it all went.
And I want to say, I forgive the village. You actually didn't kill me. Thank you.
I wasn't going to. I knew I had way more suspicion on Paul than you.
Paul wants to nominate.
We have a nomination for Lucas. Do we have a second for that?
Oh,
Adam
you
seconded it?
Yeah, it's stupid, Adam. We have to.
All right, Lucas, you can unmute and give your defense.
Damn you, Paul, for playing the system.
So
let's vote down on this one. Vote down.
I have a question for Lucas. I have a question for Lucas. Lucas, if we don't kill you, should we nominate Paul right away, just in case somebody has to second whoever Paul nominates?
Yeah, we actually have to, because otherwise the werewolves might play this against us.
Can we preemptively nominate Paul?
We can't.
All right, get ready to vote. Voting on Lucas's life. This is the first nomination. Voting in 3, 2, 1. Vote. Okay, we've got 2 down, and Lucas is still alive.
I nominate Paul.
Second.
Right, we have a nomination for Paul and a second. Paul, you can unmute and give your defense.
I have irrefutable evidence that I'm not a werewolf. Okay, so who were the werewolves? We got Josh, Jesse, Jugan. My name does not start with a J, guys. I don't even have a J in my name. Also, I'm the Insomniac.
Should we actually wait for the third nomination?
No.
Any questions?
Paul, based on your logic, there's no other J's left, so who should we go after?
Well, some people might have a last name or a middle name that starts with J. I don't know all of your guys' last names and middles. Mine don't. So
my middle name begins with J.
What are your suspicions, Paul?
I think Gil might have been lying about Seer.
Right.
That's all I'm thinking.
If I
Joseph. Joseph's the werewolf.
Joseph.
If you survive this, Joseph. Okay. If you survive this, please don't kill me.
Do I have
Well, I can't kill at night. I'm the Insomniac. I just check for night.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I forgot.
All right, we're going to be voting, so get ready. Voting in 3, 2, 1. Vote. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 down. That is enough. Paul, you are dead. And Paul was the last werewolf. Good game, everybody.
Nice game of you, David.
Great game, actually. That was
You want to give all the roles before we talk? You want to give all the roles?
I'm going to do that. So that was perhaps a little bit unbalanced game. I'll take the L for that one. I probably should have added in a 5th werewolf, including the Dream Wolf, rather than adding in the Frankenstein's monster there. It was just the way that I wrote it down in my sheet for, how many people to add. If we had one more player, I would have added in a Wolfman, but you guys just nailed wolves left and right. So our Hunter's Grim were Gil and Colton, never connected on anybody there. We had the Imperiled Seer was Sasha, who died on the first night. She got one check and then tried another check and died immediately. Then that became Grow, and the wolves actually went after Colton. So Grow became the Hunter's Grim and the Seer immediately on that first night. Adam was your bodyguard, who did a pretty good job. He protected Victoria on the night that the wolf cub triggered. The wolves tried to go after Victoria, and he prevented that. The paranoid was obviously Connor, who never got to use the gun, but did a good job. Picked Grow twice, and then Paul. We had Graham, who was the shinobi, who used his ability. I believe it was night 3, and nobody ever went after him, so didn't make any difference. We had your Dream Wolf was Jugan, as he did mention. We had the Starving Wolf was Josh, who had a quirk, who every time he was nominated, he had to close his eyes and give his defense and the vote without seeing. which you did a great job of. I kind of messed up and you started talking right as I muted everybody, so that was unfortunate, but that was my bad. We had Paul was just a regular werewolf. Jesse was the wolf cub, but again, the bodyguard kind of prevented the wolves from taking advantage of that. Victoria was a lichen, so if the seer had checked her, she would have been revealed as that. And then Grow was the Frankenstein, who became the seer and the hunter's grim. And then everybody else was a regular villager, except for Luciana was a villager with a quirk that she had to laugh at an inappropriate time every day.
So she had to be Luciana.
Almost got
That's
me
why I
killed.
suspected her.
Yeah, that's totally Luciana.
That was the reason I suspected her. Is the laugh.
So I knew you were not the seer.
Yeah, I knew something was wrong with his defense.
Well,
and I backed off.
I panicked. I got it wrong. Sorry, I panicked there. But see, the problem is Colton died, and then Grow woke up. Right away, I know she's Frankenstein, right? I didn't know if there was a seer out there. I thought I will claim seer. If the seer is here, decide to come out, that's fine. At least I saved Grow. When the seer didn't come out, I thought, oh crap, Blake is the seer and died. I was sure Blake was the seer. That's what I was trying to, So I was all wrong. But anyway, I was just trying to avoid you guys to kill Grow. That was my only goal. I didn't care if I die or not. I just neither Colton and I, neither Grow and I picked the same name ever.
You guys had some pretty brutal reads there. I mean, there was a little kind of thing between Josh and Jesse there that kind of gave you a thing to run down right away. But
can I just ask?
I should have had another werewolf in there.
Can I just ask, if I don't nominate Jesse day one, does the people who have been playing with me regularly, do you suspect me?
No.
Really?
No. I don't know because I don't know what would happen. So it's hard to say.
It was your defense of coming back at me and slipping up on there that convinced me.
I was like, oh, Josh is the wolf cub, and he's just letting us get an extra kill.
Yeah, I also thought he was a wolf cub.
I was dying on that nomination anyways. His third one of the day.
I think what made it worse is that the way that whole thing happens. Jesse was under the radar. You brought Jesse under everybody's eye. And he
never went against it.
He was open to too many mistakes on his defense, which made it hard.
Which was a key moment for me. No one of them went against the other.
Yes. Yeah. That's what Duck also said, yeah.
And what's unfortunate for me was I picked up on that, wanted to get rid of him because I knew he was a wolf.
Yeah, and
then I get a message that I'm the Dream Wolf. And shame on the village. No matter what I do in this village, if I tell the truth or lie, you don't believe me no matter what.
Hey, welcome to my world.
I do want to say MVP of the game goes to Paul for making sure that it wasn't 4 and out for the werewolves. Good job there. You did a great job.
I thought I knew that Sasha was the imperiled seer because that was the only way to explain that she died, because
you knew the reason
would not have killed her. So I thought Gil was the Frankenstein who took over, and I thought Victoria was maybe the bodyguard because she got saved from the attack. So I thought maybe she protected herself.
I was so scared that Victoria was a werewolf, and I cleared her. I'm like, hopefully pick somebody good.
Gil coming out
wondering how you were picking those
unbelievable.
people.
I thought he was Shinobi trying to get killed, but I was Shinobi. So then I picked up on that. I was like, okay, I need to cast doubt on that to make it look like maybe I'm the seer. And I'm doubting, and I'm disagreeing with Gil coming out, but still didn't get targeted.
Paul, the minute you jumped on my suspicion was exactly what Daniel said. It was we already didn't trust Gil, and then you threw the whole Dream Wolf thing, and then you were saying how maybe we don't have to trust him. We already might not trust Gil, so you were piling onto that.
Well, I usually do try to point that out on if a seer says they cleared somebody night 0, I like to know who that was in games where people can turn, because I have seen that happen with Sasquatches and Starving Wolf. Or not.
I didn't find that suspicious at all.
So I was very suspicious of Lucas. So Lucas was my next person on the line, and then you made that comment, and I knew who I was, and I knew I was bad, and I was trying to figure out
real quick, Gil and Will, why did you guys not bring Paul name down after not killing Lucas that night?
Oh, because I died. Yeah, because I died. Yeah.
Standing at the crossroads between a lie